We hear a lot about the dangers of obesity in humans, but what about our pets? Latest figures show nearly 60% of cats and 55% of dogs are overweight or obese. The worst offenders are in the state of Minnesota. John Lawrenston shows us what pet owners can do to help their furry family members become healthier.
Buddy came in just literally so overweight that he couldn't get around comfortably.
The tale of Buddy the Black Lab shows just how easy it is for man's best friend to get a little too friendly with food. When he was surrendered to the Humane Society, Buddy was more than 100 pounds overweight.
Not only does weight add extra pressure to your joints, but when you get overweight to a certain amount, it actually changes how your body works. You get more inflammation, your metabolism lowers.
The Golden Valley Humane Society actually has an entire area designated for overweight animals, and it's not just dogs.
She's very friendly, very sweet girl.
An 11-year-old cat named Buttercup weighs in at 18 pounds, nearly double what she should weigh.
She's kind of sausage-like is probably the best term what we're dealing with. And even from the top, she should have a nice crest where her spine is, but she's a little flatter on top than your average cat from extra fat being laid down there.
Research shows that about 40% of our dogs and about 45% of our cats are obese. We can blame our long, cold winters for some of it.
You can get your dogs out some, but it's nowhere near as easy when it's negative something to get outside and really get that activity with your dogs.
Another reason is that we don't have as many homeless pets, so animals are typically well fed. And Minnesota Nice doesn't help. Good intentions can lead to bad health.
Parents living at home or some kids that are getting old enough they know where the food's kept, they know where the treats are kept. Then you have so many different hands in the pie that they're being fed from all sources and you don't know who's feeding what.
Dr. Graham Brayshaw says just like people, intake and activity levels need to be controlled. Instead of giving a cat a full cup of dried food, they probably only need half of that. It may be the same for dogs depending on the breed. You should be able to feel an animal's ribs without feeling extra fat.
I left him with my parents when I moved out, and he got very, very fat.
Lauren Sorensen says her cat was 8 pounds overweight and on his way to being a diabetic before she put him on a special diet and used food puzzles to make him work for his meals.
I think a lot of people feel bad about limiting their cat's food, but that is what is in the cat's best interest to make sure that they're at a healthy weight.
As far as Buddy goes, he became a bit of an inspiration. Thanks to a better diet and long walks, he lost 100 pounds and was eventually adopted by a family near Duluth. He's back to chasing squirrels. Buddy's half the dog he used to be, but twice as happy.
Anytime we're dealing with weight loss, we want slow, gradual weight loss. It's not a problem that pops up overnight. You don't get overweight overnight. You also aren't going to fix things overnight as well.